Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lode. So today I'm going to talking about how we grew up early in the young age with the sexism in the family. So guys, I want to talking about this subject because on that society right now in 2021, we know how the sexism is still on that society. So guys, even if you don't realize, but I think most of us, we early experiment the sexism, especially being like a woman. And I just realized right now how I really experiment the sexism. Example, I was early like a young child with my parents. I remember I grew up with my older sister, and also I got a little brother. And each time my little brother, because he was a boy, he don't need to do like some homework at home. He never do need to wash some dishes, and he never do need like to take the brush and brush your floor, just because he was a boy. And also I remember when he was like having a dinner, example, it's really ridiculous stuff, but you know, most of the time my dad or even my mom, when they was giving to us the food, my brother got always like the much biggest part of the chicken. I know it's so ridiculous, seriously, but this is the fact and this is a reality. So on that time of my life, I was kind of upset about that. I was thinking about, seriously, it's so ridiculous to make a difference between a girl and boy, and it's so ridiculous to make that treatment between the children just because my brother was a boy, so he can got like so much, he need to eat more because it will develop like him like a muscle, it will develop him body. I think the man body and the guy body develop in some way, in the different way. It's not because you will give like much food to your boy, it will develop him body much better. So how we experiment like seriously earlier in the young age the sexism even in the family. So with this kind of cases, I just realized how I was experiment the sexism earlier in my own family, seriously. I was feeling like really annoying about that, but it didn't really affect my life, but I really realized earlier the difference, the different treatment of the people just because of the gender, like being like a man and being like a woman. And also we know in some country, example in India, is even extremely, I mean, it's even like extreme, like being like unlucky to born like being a woman, seriously, because for the most of the Indian family, I'm not talking about some ethnicity, I believe like it's not like all the Indian people example, but most of us, when you like born, you born like a girl, most of the time it's kind of annoying for us, because when you're going to be married, they're going to spend a lot of money for your wedding. So in some country it's like even extremely like a bad, you know, they don't want you like a born like a woman. Some country select the gender of the baby, and most of the time when a couple want a baby, most of the time on some country the people want a boy. Sexism is extremely stronger even right now in 2020 on that society. Even in your family, when you just saw like how your parents make a difference between you and your brother just because you're a girl. But myself, as I say, it didn't make any like a big impact in my life, but I just realized that, and I just noticed that really in my young age. So yes, even in my own job there is a sexism sometimes. I'm a hairstylist, so I never experiment that personally, you know, I never experiment that, like, you know, someone has like, I want a guy like a stylist for myself. But I know like some of the client, they love to have a guy like a stylist from a woman like a stylist. I always hear that, but it never happened to me personally. So yes, even in my own jobs, there is the sexism sometimes because of the client preference of the, you know, the genre of the, you know, the man stylist and then the girl stylist. So the sexism is everywhere, and how we can fight the sexism right now in 2020. I think there is always some people will be always like really will still got like some prejudice about a woman and sees a woman like someone she's supposed to stay at home and take care of her house, take care of her children and blah blah blah. And I think we always will have like some people like make you feel like you can really dream and you can really become someone just because you're a woman anyway, unfortunately. But how we can fight the sexism in the family is mean like when you have a children, when you have a girl and boy, I think there is not the rule anymore, and it's not like before. Now we live in such like modern world. So when you got a kid right now, I think many people got this kind of new mindset. It's mean like it's not because you got a girl and you're supposed to buy all the time for her some like a doll, you're supposed to buy for her like some dress and like, you know, some dress and she wanna be like a princess and blah blah blah. That is not a rule anymore. She can be a girl and she can really like to play with a car. She can really like to play with some toys like a car. Maybe she likes to play like she's a, you know, a police girl or something like that. So that is not a rule anymore. It's not because she's a girl and you're supposed to buy like all the stuff and all the clothes like pink. Maybe she love blue, maybe she love like strongest color as well. No, so now there is not a rule anymore, and I think the education is all, I mean, is proved scientifically. It's just, you know, it's just to make sense. I think the education starts when the children is early like born. We need to educate the children like early born, especially the boy, them like if they can do the same thing like the girl. I'm not saying like give it to the boys the education like the same education like a girl. And I understand like being like a Roman, I was a girl, I was a little girl, blah blah blah. So I understand like, you know, we need to educate people in the same kind of level, but you need to educate your little boy like being like a boy, and he do need to be like strong and protect him family if something happen. And also the girl, of course, she can be like, you know, like a woman. She can also be like a mom and powerful and like, you know, really successful. I'm talking about that. I'm not saying like the boy, she's supposed to have that education like the girl, you know. So there is so many confusion as well, because some people say, if I educate my son like a girl, maybe he might be a gay. I think this being gay is not about your education, you know. I'm not a gay. I'm not even allowed to talking about gay people, but I think I got a lot of friends like they like a gay, and I think it's something you early feel deeply inside to yourself. It's being like a transgender as well. I think people don't really like play. People don't really pretend to be something they not. It's like something much deeper. It's something they really feel. So it's not because I'm not talking about that. Like, you know, you will educate your boy and like a girl, and after that you will become gay. I'm just talking about education children earlier, about and sensibilize the children earlier about there is no difference about the people. So when you educate them in that way, in the mindset, later on will not have like some difference, and I think it's the much best way to fight the sexism. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you really understand what I'm saying. I hope you really enjoy this subject. If you already live the sexism in your family, if you already live the sexism in your life, just put me that in the comment and let me know, like, living with the sexism, or you already got situation with the sexism really impact your life, and make you think about, like, your place being a woman in this world. Thank you so much. I hope you really enjoy this subject. If you enjoy, just post your fun hub, and if you want to hear about my next subject, just subscribe right now. Thank you so much. I kiss you a lot.